Is this door open? Oh, I see. I was meant to go in this door.
Closed.
Okay.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said. I must find a way to approach it. I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said.
It's a bird. Birds don't...
I believe a bird on the roof was...
Yeah, you... Shut up. Oh, there's no way up there. So, I'm guessing, I would guess from using nom. Not sure how birds would learn to speak. Oh, we could go downstairs. Not sure how birds would learn to speak, but
Do you hear it, Holmes?
I hear a strange screech behind this door, but the sound is weak. This door is securely closed. Perhaps Smith could open it. Watson, could you fetch him?
Understood, Holmes.
make it so.
There, look, it's here. We can hear a strange noise from behind this door, but
Can
it's
you?
locked. Ah, this door.
Could you open it?
Can you open it?
Certainly. To be honest, I was scared you'd bring me here. It's one of the oldest rooms in the fortress. Possibly dates back to before the official construction, because, as you know, Roman ruins were originally on this spot. It's a sinister spot in which we made some gruesome discoveries. We would have preferred to condemn it. The men were scared half to death. Gruesome discoveries?
Why is this... These are obviously not Roman.
These bones are centuries old. These bones are centuries old. These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated.
That's a complete lie.
These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated.
It's not true in the slightest.
It appears to be Latin, Watson. The inscription is almost completely worn off. Hanging above is a shield that we can't identify.
It looks like Sweden's, because I think that's got the 3.
The nooks under the shields are riddled with holes and grooves, which seem to have been created on purpose. The screeches are coming from this crack and seem to echo. Without a doubt, there is a room behind this wall, but there is no visible entrance.
The corner of this stone was a bit broken, and we tried to enlarge it with a pick. However, the stone is too hard, and having seen what was underground, we didn't want to pursue the endeavour. Who knows what is hidden behind the wall?
These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated.
Ugh. Looks like we've got to find things for those. I'm guessing these little holes that maybe line up with these pictures.
The nooks under the shields are riddled with holes.
Yes!
These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated.
Of course they are.
It appears to be Latin, Watson. The inscription is almost completely worn off. Hanging above is a shield that we can't identify.
Oh, no.
It's hardly more visible, and it will take me hours to translate them as they are so foreign to me.
Wait, I think I've already seen that coat of arms on one of our antique shields in the arms room. I seem to recall that Brigadier Metcalf explained the symbolism of these arms. If you show it to him, I'm sure he could share that information with you. He's either doing his rounds, or you'll find him in the dormitory.
I'll take care of it, Watson. Stay here and see if you can make anything out of the Latin inscription.
You're too kind, Holmes. Go on then.
Oh, as a doctor, you've probably got some experience of it. Oh, that's not even written in anything. That's annoying. You could have at least actually had it written out in proper Latin, and then if someone actually knows Latin, they can have a guess at what you're supposed to do. I'm guessing you're meant to put things in these holes in a particular order to match up with these, and then a secret door opens. That's my guess. Although there's a dragon up there, which would make me think that maybe this one should be first or something. Let's go and find it, shall we? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I think you want this. Actually, if you wanted that, you probably would have gone and gotten it yourself. Right, the weapons room. That's going to be through here. I think it's probably the fastest route. There it is. I'm just working through things in fairly sporadic order. Assume he meant this by the arms room. Ha.
This shield resembles that of the crypt. It appears quite old.
It's not really a crypt, is it? I've got to find Brigadier Smith, who may be in the dormitory, or he may not be. But I don't know where the dormitory is, so that doesn't help, do I? Storeroom, scaffold site, chapel, barracks, hospital block. Head to the Waterloo barracks. No. There's a dormitory. I think the living quarters are over there, but that's almost like a set of flats. Let's just go back over to let's just go over to the storeroom. But I think these are just like flats and living quarters almost. Hello?
Who goes there?
Holmes, Sherlock Holmes. Are you Brigadier Metcalf?
That's me.
Yes.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
No, I wanna... Oh! I need to do that, don't I?
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Coat of
I've
arms.
been informed that you know the origin of the coat of arms on this heraldic shield.
Heraldric.
I'm no expert on the subject, but I do dabble in the Middle Ages. In short, I know that it's the coat of arms of the Round Table.
The round table...
Think nothing of it. Back to my rounds.
The round table wouldn't have had its own heraldic symbol. It would have had... Each knight would have had their own heraldic symbol. And if they were fighting together under King Arthur, they would have carried his. And they probably would have just carried their own so everyone knew who they were. Because that was the point of... Ah! It was a medieval name badge system. It was heraldry. You'd put it on all the men under you, and like they'd know that people would know they were yours. And shut up, bird. It's just absolutely mental. It's just silliness. I thought I'd play this instead of going and playing Awakening. The Awakened. Because I wouldn't get agitated. And here we are. It's because this is set in England so much. Like, oh, bonny old England with England symbols, English symbols.
The coat of arms is that of the Round Table. Strange, don't you think? No doubt the coats of arms on either side are those of knights or other heroes from Camelot. My intuition suggests that the Latin inscription is connected. Mr. Smith, would you have a book on King Arthur, Camelot, or the Round Table around here?
No, I'm sorry. And there's no chance that any member of the staff would have one in their own possession.
Watson, you must return to Baker Street and find Barnes, the bookseller. He usually works late, sometimes throughout the night it seems, ever since we brought him back that book from New Orleans. If he isn't there, find him somehow and ask him to open his store. A reference work that can help us will certainly be found there. As for me, I'll stay here to decipher this cryptic inscription.
As you wish, Holmes. One of the guards can take you in a cart, Dr. Watson.
The door would be closed! You can't leave!
I will most assuredly need your knowledge of the place.
Or if you do leave, there's a chance you won't be able to come back. And no, the Round Table would not have its own coat of arms. If they did have a coat of arms, it would be King Arthur's coat of arms, and that would make more sense. Apart from the fact that I'm assuming that the red dragon holding the cross is King Arthur's, because, you know, Pendragon and everything. Oh, let's get this over with, because if I go away and come back, I'm just getting
It's
agitated
most
again.
assuredly closed. How will I find Barnes? I thought he lived above his shop. Perhaps if I called out. Barnes? Barnes! Barnes! Barnes!
You again.
Hey, are you thick? You'll end up spending the night in a cell if you keep this up. Such a racket at this hour. Hey, I recognise you. You're the detective's dog's body. I guess that with that coin I gave you, you bought yourself a keg of beer.
Listen, young man, I am not a servant, I am a doctor. And the reason I am shouting at the top of my lungs is not because I am under the effects of alcohol, but because it is required by an affair the importance of which a mere pencil pusher such as yourself could not possibly begin to fathom.
I'll beg of you, keep quiet, your lordship. I was merely trying to help your lordship avoid a disagreement with the police force. It is rather curious that a person of such standing as your lordship is howling in the middle of the night in order to hunt down a second-rate bookseller.
Yes, I see. Well, since you seem to know everything, doesn't Barnes the bookseller live up there, on top of his shop?
Would his lordship pardon me, but I'm a journalist, not a good Samaritan. You see, I sell my information, and you haven't named a price yet.
I have a few coins. Is it...
I don't need your coppers, Doctor. Whatever is inside there isn't worth a yawn. But we could come to an arrangement if you give me your word as a gentleman that you'll help me out someday.
Anything you wish. Well, within reasonable limit, of course.
Ah, it won't be anything difficult. All I want is to get a good scoop. Got it?
I'll do what I can, but discretion is vital.
I will be discretion itself. Listen, your friend Barnes had problems with his landlady recently. She claims he's been doing some strange experiments. He screams during the night. There's all kinds of strange odours. In short, 2 days ago, he had to move to a room at the Golden Lion.
In that hideous dive?
That's the place. He's there every night anyway.
But the Golden Lion must be closed at this hour.
Officially, yes. But you'll see...
We're closed.
Go on, Doc. No doubt you'll find your man inside. Until next time, Doctor. And don't forget your promise.
He seems exceptionally slimy, that fellow. Your lordship, your lordship, your lordship, your lordship, your lordship, your lordship, your lordship. Oh, Barnes. I need to find Barnes.
Hey, you there. Where do you think you're going?
Trying to find Barnes. Don't know which way to go.
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
That don't interest me, mister. Here, I serve drinks and you drink 'em, that's all. When you start looking, you end up finding trouble here. So, what'll it be?
Excuse me, sir.
Shh, keep it down, mate. You'll blow cover.
You're what?
Me cover, you deaf or owl.
Who are you?
But why a cover?
Because I'm a bobby, on the lowdown. Hush hush and all that.
You don't say.
It's a fact. I know everything about everyone, I do.
We'll ask about Barnes
I
then.
would assume that a professional of the police force such as yourself must know where to find Barnes. You know, the bookseller on Glentworth Street.
Look behind the door at the back, next near the bar.
Thank you.
I'll take my leave then.
Fine, but shh.
Hello.
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
Scram, you drunkard.
Alright, if I try this door again.
Sod off before I get Mike to take care of you, if you get me drift.
I'd be better to not insist.
How do I get in then?
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
That don't interest me, mister. Here, I serve drinks and you drink 'em, that's all. When you start looking...
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Right. Shoot.
Bastard! You rat!
Interesting.
Here, take my handkerchief, miss.
Thank ye, sire. You are a real gentleman, don't you know? And handsome too, what with your glad rags and all, so swanky. I've got a few nice threads myself. Perhaps we could get a little drink and I could show you my room.
No, thank you.
Ah, what's behind the door at the back?
I don't please you. I'm too skinny. That's it, isn't it?
No, not at all. Well, somewhat. But that isn't the problem. I'm looking for a friend, and I was told that he was behind the door at the back. But the barkeep won't let me through.
You need someone to vouch for you to get in there.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Is something the matter?
Listen, love. You been swell, but I'm out of brass to buy my fix. So either you help me pay my debt with Luigi, and I get you through that door, or you get out of my way. Got it?
Poor child. She's a ghost. If Holmes could see her, he'd understand the horror of his vice. Let me think. Perhaps I could find something at our lodgings to alleviate the child's suffering and make her open the door. I'll leave you now, miss.
Fetch quests, fetch quests. Just to find Barnes. I mean, just think. Can't even see in there. Fetch quests. I think once we get in, is it the next one? This is Baker Street, isn't it? I think it is. I don't know which room's ours. Aha! There it is. Back. Can't close the door. So here we are. Back in 221B Baker Street. And I think we will, but I think we will stop there for this session. And I will probably hear more about the old Knights of the Round Table, Knights of the Round Table, and the Round Table having its own heraldic symbol, and I will probably get agitated again. But that'll be next time. Hopefully, we'll be able to get through more puzzles next time. So I assume this is a bit more fetch questy. Unfortunately, it seems to be getting that way. Oh well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.